Well, the mainstream media have been completely biased against the Yes campaign. The media seems to be dominated by the establishment. That means that there's somebody behind the reporting of the news in Britain that has a negative slant towards the independence and all the issues towards it. There's been a campaign to frighten people into this whole idea that independence, we can't do it. It started off saying, well, the Scots can't afford to go independent. Scotland couldn't exist on their own without the help of England. I think Kelvin Mackenzie, who was the editor of The Sun, said, the bloody jocks can't afford to live without the City of London. Then when an independent survey was done to show that Scotland actually is a net contributor to the United Kingdom, they changed their tack. They said, well, it's an emotional argument. So there's been a lot of negative things saying. Every day in the papers, if you read something like The Times, which is a newspaper very much the mouthpiece of the establishment, every day there's a negative story. But what the English-based media don't understand is that the Scots are not stupid. We're standing here in the Kelvin Hall, we're looking around at all the great Scots who changed the world from the Enlightenment in Edinburgh in the 18th century to all the engineers here in the magnificent city of Glasgow. We're not stupid, and we still have this culture and this heritage of ability to look after ourselves. We didn't want to join the Union in 1707. The Darien project, where the Scottish aristocracy lost their money, they were so scared of losing money, they thought, let's get access to the ports around the world that the English Navy have opened up. The Scots didn't want to join up. So isn't it good in 2014 we've got the chance to actually make a decision based on the fact that this is a very, very rich country? Perhaps it's not my generation. My children are into social media, Facebook and tweeting and the like. It's obviously a very great communicator in this day and age. The Obama campaign was very much based on social media. It's the way that you can get instant communication. It's kind of a democratic way of the public telling politicians what they think. No longer you've got to have sound bites and people think, oh, this is how it is. People immediately will come back and say, actually, it's not like that, and they get a quick response. So I think it's quite democratic. I think it's fantastic. I think in the Scottish independence referendum, it's been quite a vital tool. And I think it's good. Why not? If you're not frightened of what the people think, why would you be scared of any form of communication? And this is all about what the people think. There's going to be an 84% predicted turnout for the vote, unprecedented in UK elections. The people in Scotland are very involved in this. We know this is a chance to right the wrongs of the past and to stand alone as a country and be a very rich country. And people are now waking up to this fact. Only 5.5 million people in this beautiful country, with all the resources we have, the potential for renewable energy, which is massive. They're going to start switching. This is 2014. When people watch this in the future, they'll say, how did that guy standing in the Kelvin Hall know that they're going to start switching the lights out in Germany? Which they are. We in Scotland have got the potential to produce power, renewable power, from the new turbines under the water, tidal power. As long as the moon keeps going round the earth, the tides are going to go up and down every day. It's the most amazing power source, and we in Scotland have been leading technology, sponsored by the Scottish Government. I wear my Yes badge. It engages a lot of people with me in conversation. And why not? It's a debate that's for the people. It's not a political debate, it's more than that. It's about how we feel as people living in Scotland. I mean, I'm 59, as I say, and I grew up in Glasgow, live in Edinburgh now, my children were brought up in Edinburgh. I've seen how Scotland has been ripped off. It's not good in Scotland. We've got 200,000 children in poverty, 400,000 people can't heat their homes. The only nation in the world that exports oil but has fuel poverty. There's something wrong. In the 1970s, to suppress the fact that there's so much money coming out of the North Sea, the British government evoked the Official Secrets Act to keep it quiet, because they might have thought the Scots might have understandably reacted to the fact that all this money is coming out of Scotland to fuel the Thatcher boom. What a joke that was. The paraphernalia is designed to communicate to people how you stand, to get the message out. I saw a post in Edinburgh recently that said, "Are you yes yet?" The point being that when you look at the facts, it's quite frankly, it's a no-brainer. Scotland should be independent. The Scots will show that we will take this independence and run with it and show them that we are a very switched-on nation. I feel sorry for the people in Newcastle. They'll be looking across the border going, damn, wish we could have been part of that. but Scotland independent will be good for the rest of the UK. In 2020, we'll be 6 years into independence, inshallah. Scotland will then we'll start to see the assets of Scotland being sweated. Scotland will be run as a business. We've got assets and liabilities, and as a business, as a country, great assets. So hopefully by 2020 we'll see Scotland really coming forward and showing the rest of the world that we are open for business, but we care about our poor people. A caring capitalist society where women have a greater role. You know, giving women free childcare, you know, the asset of women that we're not hitherto using, trying to have equality for people who are not the sort of the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, for gay people, for ethnically diverse people, for women. I mean, what is there not to like about this? It's fantastic. Scottish independence is a country that will show the way how a country should be run, with fairness and giving people respect. I mean, George Galloway has used respect. I think we can use respect in a different way than some cheap political gimmick, George. Let's do it. Real respect for people in Scotland. Fantastic.